It's time to talk to the hands here at Ultra 65 Hands. Good morning.
Good morning, Scotty. Good morning, Joe.
Morning, Hansel. Looking so hot right now. Are you well?
I'm very well.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
So today we're talking about bio-rythms.
Bio-rythms. Tell us more.
Well, bio-rythms is a 28-day mood cycle that everybody has. So often we're aware that women have a mood cycle, but it's not just women, it's men too. And I heard about this because my sister was working for an advertising company, and what they decided to do was to chart everybody's biorhythm. So sometimes you're more capable, you're more energetic, and you can do things very well and quickly. Another time of the month you sort of slow down a bit, and you might be a little bit tense, and you can't work so quickly. So what they did, they charted everybody who worked in an advertising company, and then they would know who they could get, who they could give the pressure jobs to, and who they had to back off from, you see.
No way.
So they get top performance from your employees by mapping their biorhythms.
My instant response to that, that feels like an invasion of privacy to me. It's like, well, I don't want people to know when I'm having an off day. I just want my work.
Or even when you're having a good day, it's like, all right, now you're going to cop it today. This is a good day.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not making any moral judgment here. I'm just describing, but that's what happened.
So this was your sister?
Yes, my sister. Yes,
All
she
right.
was working for an advertising company.
Very,
So she
close to
introduced
you. Wow.
Yeah, so she introduced me to this, and she showed me a chart. Actually, if you go to Google, you type up biorhythms, you can actually set up your own chart. But what I find, for example, since I heard about that, I'm aware that sometimes I feel higher at one time of the month, and then sometimes a little bit lower. So it's a mood thing, not a feeling thing. So generally a mood. And you'll find that there are days in a 28-day cycle that you feel really energetic, and you can get lots of work done, and you're feeling really good. And then other times you're feeling the same task seems to take a lot longer.
Yeah.
You don't really feel like it.
I wonder, Hans, if I have a one-day cycle. I seem to experience all of that.
Like breakfast, lunch, and
Every
evenings.
day.
Yeah.
That's more bipolar.
Right. Oh, there you go. I've just been diagnosed live on air. Jeez, Hans, I had my suspicions.
We all
It
do.
was up and down one day from extremes to manic and then to depressed.
See, there you go, Scott. That's a true friend. He's actually spoken the truth.
Speaks the truth out.
You've been thinking it for 2.5 years and never
Live on
said
radio, I
anything.
haven't said a word. Wow.
No, anyway, so I know that in my cycle, for example, there's one day a month, one night, I just cannot sleep. So for some unknown reason, I
Is that right?
Yep, just can't sleep. I'm able to get up 2 o'clock in the morning, watch Al Jazeera news or something.
Wow.
Cannot sleep.
Interesting.
Yep.
So, all right, tell me, how do we translate this, and how do we allow for this in a relationship?
You just need to be aware of it. So if you're aware of it, and so sometimes we're aware of it with women because there's that there's a time when that's sort of expressed. But with men, they kind of think that they don't have this biorhythm, but they do actually. And if you talk to women, they'll actually tell you, oh, my husband's the same. There are times of the month when he's really happy, it's easier, he's freer, he laughs easier, but other times he is just quite painful, a bit hard to get on with, shorter on the temper and anger thing. And so you just, if you're aware that it's there, it just helps. I just find that it helps. You just need to be aware that sometimes people will feel down for 2 or 3 days. And what happens sometimes is people they don't know why. They're going, I know, I'm just feeling down today, but I don't know why I'm feeling down.
Yeah.
People say that sometimes. Or sometimes another person say, like, what's wrong with you? You're so manic. You're excited easily. And you'll find that you can actually map that, and you find that there's a rhythm in your body.
Interesting. So interesting. So, Hans, if we go to Google, type in biorhythms. I'm going to do that today because I've always wanted to self-diagnose and try and work
Can
out.
we map ourselves?
You
Try
can
and
map,
work
you,
out what's
you can
going
map
on.
ourselves.
You can map yourself, yep.
So interesting, and I can see how that directly impacts on a relationship. I can see that clearly.
Another good sign is, for me, is that when I'm on a high, if I'm feeling really good, I'll go out and buy things. I reckon I've bought my cars when I'm feeling really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
And when you're in a bit of a low, you'll go, oh no, the old thing, it'll do, it'll be okay.
I'm the opposite. When I'm feeling low, I want to
Scott
buy
goes,
things.
Scott goes for retail therapy. He's off down to
I
Salvos to
think
buy
he's in
some new
Salvos.
shoes.
And whenever I'm in there, people are like, oh, what's wrong, Scotty? You're, it's like, yeah, no. Makes me feel better.
What's wrong, Scott?
Map your biorhythm, Scott, so you can sort of warn yourself. This is when I shouldn't go shopping.
Wow, Hans, that's really interesting.
Hey, thanks, Hans. As always, you're a legend. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay, bye.